Okay, here's a spot I've been working on for, well, 2 years now. There was a lot of wild here. You can see I didn't plant any of these seedlings over here. Got some two prongs growing over here. Some more seedlings. It's not thick. You can see taking a little bit of attrition right there. And there's another one over there that it just happens. This one still was attached to the ground, so it wasn't vole damage. It's just sometimes they just don't make it. But there's little seedlings through all that thicket down through there, and every place you see a stick, there's ginseng. I'll walk you through here real quick. I like watching all you guys' videos. Might as well get some videos of a new ginseng farmer starts. You can see them down through there though, little ones. Stuck a bunch of sticks in, so maybe it'll stop the deer from running through here, because I'm not the smartest planter. I feed the deer over there at the garage. I'll move that deer corn pile back over there by the chicken coop, but it's there right now, so the deer running through here pretty heavy. But this whole hillside has really just surprised me. I've never farmed it. I put a couple test patches in, but you know, when I come over and look at the shiitake logs that I got laying up against the trees everywhere down through there, I started to find ginseng. Of course, it's been raped, so most of the big stuff's gone. But this would have been one of the test patches that I put in, and this would be, I would have thought it would have been their second emergence, but there's no two prongs, so I must have put it in last year. I don't know, I can't remember most of the stuff. But this must have been a test patch I put in. And you can see that that's primarily 1 year stuff, but boom, there's a 2 year. So I didn't put that in. And you know, these things being so sparsely scattered about, I didn't put them in under thicket trees and stuff. There's some other 3 prongs up here that must be sitting dormant. Haven't found them this year, but you can see it all out through there. All those sticks that are stuck in the dirt, they're marking plants. Trying not to move my phone around too fast. You can see it all down through there, all those sticks. This is close to the house. You see what I'm working with? This deep ravine right here in the woods. It's got about 4 or 5 more years of growth, and I'll start thinning these trees out a little bit more. I ain't selling any timber. Got enough money to pay bills, so Keep it natural as long as I can. Keep the ginseng growing. I didn't plant this stuff though. So there must be some older stuff that is laying dormant up in there this year. See it all out through there. Spaced perfect. This is where one of the big 3-prongs laying dormant this year. That must have been seeds that it dropped 2 years ago. Looks like a whole seed pod fell right there. Looks like maybe they ran all the way on down through there. A couple little hickories out there to, you know, fake you out. But yeah, you can see all the sticks over this way. Healthy. It's all healthy looking stuff. It likes it here. It likes it here. Hopefully here in a couple years it'll start producing some seeds. See it all down through there. Another little 2-prong. There's some over there too, but it starts dying out. See, right here on the trail. So even if you make trails through the woods, it'll start growing on your trails. See it all growing out through there. I didn't plant this. I've lost a little. I'm trying to keep the camera as still as I can. So I didn't plant this here either. But there may be one laying dormant up in this brush. I've got quite a few plants that just are laying dormant this year. We got this guy right here. It'll give me some more berries. I'll make sure I don't plant them in the same spot. But there's quite a few 2-prongs out in that stuff, and lots of little seedlings. Seems like the diggers were generous and left a couple plants up here. And then up there is the last video that I had. Would have been those patches all the way down through there. Found one of my big 4-prongs down there. First 4-prong that I found here this year. Let me get out of here without stepping on them. We'll continue on down the trail. See all the little ones out there. There's another one that's practically on the trail right there by that stick. I should be out in the garden. Still not planting any potatoes. Got a bunch of volunteers that came up, but I'm going to till them under. Tomatoes are in. Peppers are in. Going to put beans and cucumbers in tonight. I don't buy no plants anymore. They do fine from seed right in the garden. If you don't have a garden in, guys, you better think about getting a garden in. I think we got hard times ahead of us. But, you know, I wear a tinfoil hat, so. Here's another spot where the turkeys went through. They didn't mess with the ginseng. All of them seem to be there. Look at them. It grows all the way up to the logging road over here. It's gets kind of steep back in there. I didn't plant them. I didn't plant these. These are wilds over here. There's little two. There's one over. Wait, there's one I haven't seen. Got a couple little twos over here. Yep, see. Gotta be careful walking around, but I can't stay out of here. This is how I deal with being in the combat zone for 3 years, over 3 years. Come out here and hang out with my ginseng. Oh, drop down a little lower. If I planted this, I just threw it here. It's all down through here, all the way to the bottom of the stream. All the way down in the holler, I got stuff planted up against the stream, and it seems to be doing really well. The soil seems to drain well enough. No issues. Keep it thin. You avoid a bunch of that diseases. There's some little 2-year plants, it looks like. I'd say they're 2-year plants. They're all out through there, but where you see those sticks up against the that maple tree, that's where they stop. There's some more wild, and down where it bottoms out at the bottom of the hill, there's quite a few 2-prongs and 3-prongs. I got a deer food plot back there though, and those big 3-prongs are right up against the food plot. But that's a quick look at the patch below the house. Easy to keep my eye on it here, that's for sure. So I got this section seeded. I got that all seeded. The hillside in front of the house has a lot of 2-year test plots, and it's really good. It's turning out good. Plus some transplants. I don't dig it for money. People want me to take them out on their property and do some digging. Buy anything they give me, I just bring it here and plant it. Try to keep as many strains as I can going. I got some nice 2-prongs over there on the other side of the ravine. Now that's the west facing side, but I think it's deep enough it doesn't matter. It likes it. It's growing good. I got 2 test beds up high right there, and they're doing good. So I would say if I stay low on that hillside, even where it steepens out over there, I can get a good crop put in over through there. So this will be seeded. That'll be seeded next year. Most of that is seeded all the way down to that shiny glass jar on the tree over there. Mason jar I found. Old moonshine, I'm sure. The place next door is famous for moonshine and disappearance of people and all that good wild west stuff that you like to hear about. So I find mason jars and whiskey bottles, old cork ones, in the woods all the time down through here. But this is the area I really feel comfortable getting the ginseng started in, because my dogs are here with me. the house is just right there. I'm always at the woodshed, the house, the garage, or the chicken coop back there. There's plenty of wild that was growing, so I feel comfortable putting it in here. I find wild all down through here whenever I decide to walk down into that ravine. I ain't as young as I used to be. And with garden season, running that doggone tiller in those rocks, whew, beats me to death. At the end of the day, I'm ready to sit down and crack a cold one. But that's another one of my little patches. Next video, I'll take you on the hillside in front of the house. I couldn't buy enough seeds to plant in this place. This ridge right here, it runs back about 2 miles, mile and a half, 2 miles. Thick, it's very thick. Storm took out a bunch of trees, tornado went through, it's thick, it needs to be seeded, and I may broadcast into that. It's steep and thick. I know it grows. There's wild ginseng growing back there. This little ravine ends over, well, probably about 1/8 of a mile that way. That little ridge runs, and the other side is east facing, so there's plenty of big wild over there. Seems like it's close enough to the house that the poachers didn't come up here and mess with it, even though the house sat vacant for so long. But guys, we just gotta keep chipping away, getting ginseng in, and making sure we're very conservative about it whenever we start taking our roots out. You know, we put it in for a rainy day bank account. I know we like to get it started and keep it going, but in reality, we all know we got money in the bank sitting in the woods. So keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep doing what I'm doing. I'm new to all this, so we didn't have ginseng in Alaska, but I'll tell you what, there's nothing that I like to do more than to get out there and plant them seeds in the fall, discover it in the spring, try to dodge it while I'm mushroom hunting late in the season. It's my sanctuary though, keeps me sane. Thanks for watching. Later.